then
Never mind.
Here we go.
We'll go with it.
Sorry to say, you just seem, whoa, there we are. You just seem so far away. Look over here, it's like, whoa, there you are. You seem so far away. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Sir Scout.
I keep calling him Sir Scott. He's probably doesn't even know what his name is.
Oh,
it's Sir Scout.
Sir Scout.
Yes, I am. And he's a poodle.
He is a purebred poodle.
He's a poodle with papers even.
With papers even.
Yes.
So he's a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's 4 years old.
He's good.
He is 4 years old.
And poodles are expected to live how long?
Oh, now you're talking up in years. You're going to go into your teens.
Oh, very good.
You can go into your teens with a poodle. The really big dogs, not so. But
not
yeah,
so.
these little guys can do all kinds of things. And a poodle is a good energy dog. He's up for whatever you want to do. I watched him like in obedience class. And we have so many small dogs in right now that we start off the first class as nothing but small dogs. We have a small dog class.
Okay, good.
Just for them. And I mean he's just leading it off. He just gets out there and he struts his stuff, and I mean he's just a goer. He really is. But that's their personality. Yeah. That's a poodle personality.
Well, poodles are a very popular breed of dog.
Oh, they are. They're intelligent, quite smart. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're so cute. Yes,
I got
you are.
cute.
You're so cute.
And a lap dog too.
And a lap dog.
Yes.
Lap dog
Yes.
on top of
Yeah.
everything else. Now, something we want to talk about because it is the Christmas season.
Yes, it is.
And a lot of people consider puppies as Christmas gifts. But what are some of the tips you're going to give us for someone who's considering that?
With a Christmas gift,
Yeah.
you really need to give that a little bit of thought. As far as, especially when you're getting a puppy, because that's high maintenance.
High maintenance.
Now you're talking a high maintenance gift. And is it really appropriate? Do you really have the time to raise a puppy? Because if the children are in school and the parents are at work, it's not a good idea. It just is not a good idea at all.
You need someone at home.
You need somebody around. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, to get that puppy the training done that it needs to do. So it's too often it ends up where the puppy is a delightful idea and then it can be returned when it gets a little bit too big. And again, if it hasn't had the training, and the bigger it gets, the more rowdy and undisciplined it becomes. So that's what I mean is work. And
So
if you're going to
maybe
raise
choose
a
an older
puppy, there's
dog?
a lot to it. Yeah,
Well,
really.
one like Sir Scout,
Yeah.
that's 4 years old.
Sure, you don't have to get a puppy to be a happy person.
Okay.
I mean, you really don't, because that is a lot of, you've got the socialization that needs to be done. We have a puppy that just checked in now and not socialized very well at all. So we're working on it all the time. Right now, the float, we're working on the Christmas parade. So the whole time we're working on that, we got that puppy in there with us. He's in there doing float.
Yeah.
You know, anything we can. We're bringing other big dogs in for him to meet. But there's a lot. Car riding. They need to be doing something all the time.
All the time.
For a puppy. It's a project. A puppy is a project. And every day you should be stretching that puppy, giving him more experiences.
People think, I'll get a puppy, I'll put down some newspaper,
Yeah.
it'll be good.
No. There's
more complicated
a
than
lot
that.
more complicated to that. He's got to know so many things. He needs to be socialized with dogs and puppies and men and women and children and on and on and on. Just it's just endless. He needs to be able to go shopping at the big pet stores and go out there and hang out with the guys and just if they can go to a dog park, which we now have, is
Oh,
a
I didn't
dog
know we
park.
had a dog park. Where's
Yeah,
our
we
dog
got
park?
it. We got a dog park now. Not at the Humane Society,
Yeah, where's
but
it
we
at?
have ours. What is the park's name? It's
Where's it at?
where the two parks are together.
The one out where the
On
soccer
Rossi
field,
Roads,
on Rossi
up
Road,
right
oh,
out there.
Okay, there's
Yeah.
baseball fields and,
Yeah.
and soccer fields and stuff in that direction.
Right. And so there's a dog park just up out there now too. So that's going to help a lot of people, particularly with big dogs, that they have a hard time getting exercise. They come home from work, they're tired, ta-da.
Yeah.
Well, here you can go out and
Just
now
turn
have
them loose.
the access. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they get to know friends. They get to know dogs that come a lot.
Yeah.
And for small dog groups and big dog groups. And so it's going to be a good addition to our community, I think.
Wonderful. I did not know
Yeah.
we had a new dog. As
Yeah.
I mentioned, Sweetie is basically lethargic. So she doesn't need a lot of exercise.
Yeah,
She pretty
no,
much just
not
stays
now.
under her blanket and goes
Yeah.
outside and does her business and comes back in.
Yeah.
Comes back in. She's not, she loses her focus quite often and goes right back to sleep. So, she can go out. I think she's ADD. She goes outside to do her business and there's a squirrel and she's up and then she's forgotten why she's outside. So we struggle with things like that at age 11.
Yeah,
But not
yeah.
you, Scout. And
No.
what about cold weather? When
No.
you come on in the summer, we talk about warm weather issues, what about cold weather
yeah.
issues with
and
pets.
and that's another thing is and particularly as people will think, well, it's a big dog, it can go outside. Let's look at what kind of hair it's got on it. A sad story my sister had told me years ago was in Michigan, big snowstorm, and they got that two Dobermans in the house, in the dog house out there. They'll be fine. Well, of course, by morning they were both dead. So they have no hair. There's no hair. Dalmatians, again, big dog, no hair.
No hair.
So yeah, they have to be inside. They need to be inside and well. And even like little Chihuahuas, if you're running your house at 68 degrees, you might have a Chihuahua that needs to wear a sweater.
Okay.
It's just a little chilly for them. So little dogs are another issue. That's a whole another story there. And besides, the sweaters are so cute.
Well, not all babies cheerfully wear them. Yes, I have found out that
cheerfully take them
she
off.
does not like to wear sweaters, and she'll wiggle and she'll squirm and she'll get out of it. But I'm one of those nutty people who do like to buy the little doggy clothes.
Yes,
you know, that sort of thing,
course.
You know.
They're so fun.
Oh, they're so cute. And they're so cute.
Better every year. They've got such a great selection.
I'm telling you, she had a Christmas suit last year, and then she had a Halloween costume. She has some little pajamas I put on her once. I'm that weird. Yes, whatever. Chalk it up to my eccentricities or whatever. Can't even spit it out now.
Yeah.
But what is anything going on at the Humane Society?
Just right now is getting ready for that parade. Yesterday I thought we're never going to make it. We're just never going to make it because you put together a float, and it's not like you do the same float every year. So everything you're doing on that particular float, it's the first time you've ever done it, and you're going to screw it up. You know, if there's a way to do it wrong, we have found it.
Now, don't you always follow with some animals too? Usually,
we've got the animals out there. We've got hopefully about 10 dogs should be on the parade. And that was another worry I had. I thought, that's it. I won't be able to find dogs that will be okay about doing a scary parade. That it's not for every dog, that's for sure. But I think it looks like we've got a selection of dogs that can actually do it. I worry about this every year for nothing. It always works out in the end.
But
I'm laying awake at night, it's not going to work, and we won't be able to do it. And Snoopy is a big Snoopy doghouse. This is part of our float with a big inflatable Snoopy in the front. So it's going to be, and he's scheduled to be in the parade. So
if he's still with the Humane Society,
if he's still there, that happens to me too. Yeah.
Because the Humane Society tells where it's located.
Yes, right on 201 past Baxter Lab. Left-hand side, big sign says Humane Society. Go in the first driveway and down through the woods. Right there in the front. That's what sometimes confuses people. That's the thrift shop.
Okay.
And there are no animals in there. So there is a cat. We do have a cat in there.
There's a cat.
Yes,
and
there is.
General prices for adopting a dog?
Yeah. Like, say, $45, $55 is around in there. And that includes everything under the sun. It does.
They've had obedience classes.
Yes,
they're either spayed or neutered.
Is all done. Everything is, and you get free follow-up obedience classes with every adoption. That's offered to you. You take it or leave it. You don't have to do it. And we even offer the doggy identification with the chips. We'll chip the dog. That's $10 if you want to do that.
Now, is that where they
embed it? A lot
embed
cheaper. It's right under the skin. We do it with a needle. Big needle thing goes in there, and it's a little chip under the skin. The tricky thing on that, though, we've had 2 or 3 dogs come in, and we've got the scanner. Everybody does, and it's positive. We've got it. They haven't kept up their registration.
So the address is
useless.
Useless.
We have nothing.
Okay.
So there again, if you're going to do it, and if you're going to spend the money on it, do keep up that registration, so that we can get them back home.
Yeah, and something else we want to talk about is a friend of mine was talking the other day about losing a dog once. If you do lose a dog, or if you find a lost dog, the Humane Society is a good place to call.
We need to, and people forget about us.
Yeah,
I'm
they'll
not
call
sure
the police
why.
department, or they'll call
but not us. Yeah, and they need to call us.
And say, I've lost a little gold poodle.
Do a lost dog report.
Do a lost dog
report.
Do
a lost dog report. Get it
or
on file.
a found dog report.
And then if you find it, call us and we'll take it off.
So
found dog
you'll
report.
come and take it. If I say I found a dog, you'll come to my house and get it.
I will not.
You will not like that.
No, we don't even have a field officer.
Oh,
so what you would have to do is you'd have to hold. If you found a dog and it needs to be brought in to us, you're gonna be on a waiting list. Now, that would be the normal procedure.
Until you have a spot.
Until we've got a spot where we can get it in. And then your dog, at that time, would come in. I mean, sometimes there are emergencies we've got to get in right now. I mean, we just had a Rottweiler that had been shot. And, I mean, there are some really grim cases that come to us on a regular basis, 2 in 1 week, that were awful. So those are different. Those we have to get in somehow.
Okay. All right. Well, Sir Scout, can you see Dan standing over there? Are you doing the right here? He's doing the message. Okay. So we want to tell everybody to remember that the North Central Arkansas Humane Society is a 501c3 charity.
Yes, we are.
They need your time, they need your money, they need your love.
Yes.
And if you want to get a home for a baby or Christmas, you just come and see Marianne, and she will help you and guide you along to make the best choice.
We would love to do that.
Love to do that. Love to give these babies wonderful homes. And Sir Scout, who's been very popular, I can see Sir Scout down here on the thing. Sir Scout he'll be gone soon.
Yes,
but they've got lots of wonderful animals, and we'll be right back to reveal to you what Kim Croshainer can tell us is going on at the library. Reveal. Look at Dan. He's whispering. Reveal, Dan. We're going to reveal. So you stay tuned, and we'll be right back.